need to see. So in this first step is Docker installation, but you can install your Jenkins in your local environment without Docker also, like just installing JDK. First you need to install the Java development kit, because our Jenkins is a Java application, so it need those things to be running. You can go to this website, like after installing Java. I think you guys should be knowing Java. If you don't know, you can let me know in the class, like how to install Java also, JDK. Then after that installing Java, what you can do, you can go here, you can download this Windows exe. So you can, from here you can download and run it as a Java application in your local host. It will be showing in your browser. The UI you can see at one local host. So it's a one way. The second way is using the Docker. So Docker will be coming in our next classes, like what is Docker and Docker Hub and those things. So just for now, you just need to know Docker is just another type of virtualizing the our application. So you need to install this from this one first from Docker website, from the docs in Docker. So you can go here and you can see installation of the Docker desktop for Windows, and you can just go and install this application. So then you will be coming to see one application like this. You can see it like that. Then what you'll do, go to your CLI command line. From there you can run Docker version to check that your application have the first you need to start this Docker application first, then it will show your Docker engine is running. Then you need to go to command line and to check that Docker is there or not, it's running or not. Docker -v to check it's running and it is installed properly. So what you can do now, you can go here, you can use these commands, this command docker run hyphen d hyphen name of that container where it will run, and this port. This thing you don't need to understand now, just copy it and paste in your command line after starting this your Docker desktop. And then you'll be going to localhost 8080 in your browser, like this mine one. You can go here. Then what you need to do, first it will ask for changing your password, initial admin password it will have in your in that container where it is running. So you need to copy it and you need to paste it in your CMD. There that time for one time you will be getting this value. You can see this. So this you can use to first time password for your login into Jenkins. Then you can give your password and install the recommended plugins. It will be showing one page, it will be giving. So you can do all the things from there. So there are like two ways you can interact with Jenkins. One is through this uh, this is the UI that you will be getting after that, going to localhost 8080 after your application starts running in this port. So then what you can do, you can as I told, like you can check Jenkins through UI, and another way is through Jenkins CLI. But mostly people will go through the Jenkins UI to see all the things and work with around Jenkins in this. So first thing, I let me get a walk through like how the Jenkins interface is and where all the things are there and how to do some settings changes and all things. So for that, this is Jenkins logo will be here. Then you'll be checking like what jobs that we need to create and these things. I'll be telling about the what is job or is build. Those things I'll be telling. So you can see one build option is here. Like I try to run one build, so you can see success status and it was stable, and what the job name, when it was success last time, how much time it took it to run. These things you can see it here. Then you can have your settings option. Like every application it will have some setting application, same as with Jenkins also. Jenkins will also have like its settings. So it will have tools, plugins that what I told you can go and check here. If you want some new plugin to be added, you can go available and you can search it from here and install it. It's as simple as like playing with normal games. No, it's very simple. So then Yeah, this is for like most of the things will be, you will be working in Jenkins is creating a job that will be creating, will be going through that. Then you'll be going through these settings, like plugins you're adding, you're removing, or adding nodes where the job will be running, or security credentials that I explained about, like who can run the pipeline, who cannot run the pipeline, those things, who will, which person will have what access to the Jenkins, those things you can do it from here. Then you can add user to your Jenkins, or delete or modify anything to the Jenkins you can do. Then you'll have the system logs you'll be having in this, and about Jenkins, you can, if you want to see more about Jenkins, you can check out here also. And like this, you will have also a script console that will execute some normal script. If you want to do some troubleshooting or diagnostics to your Jenkins, you can use, you can use this one. Or you can also use Jenkins CLI, like I told. No, you can access Jenkins through CLI. You can get through these steps, then you can easily access your Jenkins from CLI also. You can use these steps, but for now we'll be going through the UI. That will be easy to know what the things, where it is. And first you'll get a blueprint idea. Yeah, this is the job present here, and these are the steps where I'm stages I'm going to do. So you'll have a clear idea, then you can go through CLI for the more quicker way to do the things. So now we are going to see, like Jenkins plugins, which I told about it. And then we're going to see, like what is a Jenkins job that I told mentioned here. The what is a job? Like I want to tell, this is a job. Like what is it? So in Jenkins, everything is it's doing, like let's say I told, like it will take your source code from the application, from your Git report to your like Jenkins environment, where the Jenkins also will be running in some environment only, like I said. So it will be taking it from there, then it will be building, then it will be doing some testing. So the sequential steps that we are doing to define one application or to run one application, this is called a job. Okay, job is a sequential set of tasks that a user defines. For example, a job can be fetching source code from your version control that I told you. Are taking your source code from your GitHub. Okay, then you're compiling the code, then you're running unit tests. Those things are called as job. Simple. So we can have like we can create one job like in different ways in Jenkins. So we can a simple normal job. Let's say if you want to just go and run one script, just one script, then we can create one freestyle project. Go to freestyle project, I'll be showing these things. We'll going to freestyle project and create one job. And another, the main one, like Maven project, also one the type of job you can create. And also there will be multi branch, but most probably we'll be going through this freestyle and pipeline. So this second one, pipeline means it's the most important that we'll be doing. So this one is used to create only one job. If you want to perform only one task, or a very simple task you want to do, then you will be going through this creating job, freestyle project to create a job. But in pipeline, you can see it very easy language, easy to learn language. It has its own language. You can call a Jenkins code. Okay, it will be inside a Jenkins file in your Git repo only. So there will be, it will be like it will be having some let's say pipeline will be there, agents. It's nothing but where your this stages, no, this pipeline will be running. Let's say this is our environment. We are running the Jenkins in our local. So this is where it is. It's mentioning like you should run this pipeline in your local. So except of local, I have written here any, because any means what the nodes it have, then it can run it there and do the job. So then it will have stages. In stages it will be having multiple stages will be there. Like let's say first is the taking the code from the your git report to your to your Jenkins, then running the builds will be there, then running the test scripts, then pushing the code to the different environments. Those things will be done by a pipeline. So this is what I called as pipeline as a script. So that's what I also mentioned here. Mentioned here, like pipeline as a code, you can say it's for our safety only. So we can do everything, we can create these pipelines what you are seeing using the code only. So it will be easy to change if any pipeline stages we want to do move forward, we want to take it back. Let's say we want to add one security stages in after the Jenkins testing is done, before going into the different environment, let's say dev environment, we want to do some scans, security scans. Let's say we want to find like any library is having some malware, or let's say any application API is code is exposed. Those things I want to do, so easily I'll go into this pipeline. I can just add another stage. I can add another stage where I'll be mentioning like I want to add one security scan. So I can use some tools. Let's say a dash tool we can use, and we can just scan those codes or the scan the application. Then we'll be good to go to the dev environment. That's a easy way to control your pipeline in Jenkins. Okay, so now what we'll be seeing, now we'll be going to uh, now we'll be going to create a Jenkins job. The first thing that we'll be doing. Okay, so first when as I told you, also go through this UI and try to click here and there and try to learn more things you can get, what you can get from Jenkins, and what things you can do with Jenkins. So first thing we'll be going with new item. This is where we'll be creating the job. So you can click on here, then you can give some name. Let's say my as I created another before one job, so you can give say job, second job. It's like that. So then I'll be like selecting what type of job that I mentioned here. No? Like I want to create one pipeline or a freestyle normal, that I what I mentioned. So here I just want to use an freestyle project. So here also you can see if you sometimes forget like what is freestyle project, they can you can check here only. Jenkins is helping out. It's a classic general purpose job type that checks out from the source code management, execute the builds, and followed by post build. Like simple job, if you want to create like sending mails, these things you can create it here. Okay, so now we'll be going and creating the. So these are different types also, like as from the Maven steps I told, these are also other steps, but most probably the companies will be using these two only. You can explore these, what you can do with these all things. Okay, so this is the page where we'll be configuring our job. So this is a simple job that we'll be going to create. It will be like running some hello world code. Hello world, we can give your description. Then these are the things that you can execute, or you can do the things with the job. Okay, these are many things will be there. Down here, down here, down, you can see many things. So you need to go through each and everything what each things is doing. Let's say I'll let me explain you some of the important ones that we will be using again and again. So first is like you can see this discard old builds. So if you forget like what is this thing doing, you can also do this. Help button will be here, you can check this. So it will, let's say it's written here, this determines when, if every build record, if ever build records for this project should be discarded. Let's say after the build is created, after some times you want that your some of the old builds should be deleted, those you don't need. Okay, it will be cleaning up the spaces. Okay, if in your Jenkins server, like Jenkins is running on the server, no, it will have some storage, it will be taking, your jobs will be taking some storage, like your builds, previous builds will taking some spaces. So those things you need to delete again and again to get your space back. So these things you can use using a discard old build. Okay, then you can have parameterized project. This is what, no, this is way to add, like let's say what we learned in our GitHub. We can have different branches for different environments. Okay, like for the dev environment we'll have a dev branch, for the staging environment we'll have a staging branch. So when we are starting to build an job, that time we can select like what things will be, from where our code will be taken, from the dev branch, or let's say from the test branch or from the prod branch or the release branch, what we say. So those things you will be selecting using this parameter. Okay, the next thing will be using like from where, what is our source code, like from where we are taking this all Jenkins job. So that one we need to mention in our here git. Okay, we'll be mentioning the git and the credential to access those git resources, the git repo can do it from here. Okay, then we'll be triggering like let's say we want to trigger it when someone do some PR to the any let's say we are taking here uh, as he mentioned here, no, here, yeah, parameterized. He selected like from the dev branch, take the code. Okay, so he selected dev and started the build. Then after starting the build, what it will go, or Jenkins job will go to the git. Okay, what it's mentioned here, it will go to git repo URL and it will check with the credentials. Okay, then from here what it will do, it will trigger our Jenkins to using a means one concept is there in git, that one I'll check you through. That is webhook, it is called as webhook. So through webhook your code is now moved to the Jenkins, and Jenkins will start the builds and the test and those other steps that need to be done. Okay, so by this way you can do the triggering of the application when the job should be starting. Trigger, it's normally like when your job should start, it should start automatically, periodically. Like say we want to schedule one cron job, like every Saturday we want to run our um, application or this job, so you can use this schedule button. Or you want to do it at some instances like this, as I mentioned, PR, it will be doing through GitHub. Okay, then we'll be doing, let someone want to set some environment files, let's say some environment related to DB or some other environments that we need to put in our application, those things also you can mention it here. And next step, it's the most important, that what in the build step, that build part I told, no. So what you'll be doing, like let's say here normally I'm going to show you some normal sample code that it will be doing. Let's say echo hello world. So it's just like an Python printing hello world. It's simple as that. Okay. So shell is a Linux command. You can say shell command line. Okay. So what you can do here, after adding it here, you can save it, apply the changes, then you can save it. Okay. So now your first job, your second job is created. Okay, it's a description it's showing, and these are all the things that you can do with your job. Like if you want to do some changes again here, no, you can go configure and do the changes. Okay, so now I'm back here. Okay, so if you want to do see some changes, what again changes are done in those builds. Okay, and configure, you can delete this also, this job, and you can rename it also. These things you can do with it. So now first thing we are going to do is the building of the job. Okay, this is what called as build, it means running the job. Okay, so build is now scheduled. We are getting some errors, yeah, these things by here you can see what is the last build you have done. Like it is saying no, or like a hash one, it is showing that when this build was which what is the number of the build and when it was running. Okay, this is showing a UTC time, that's why it is 9:27 a.m. Okay, you can change this also. So now I want to go to see, this is a console page that I gone to after clicking on that build. Okay, so here I'll be seeing what the error I'm getting. I'm going through many things like what it is going, running system variable, but I have, see, I have git repo URL is empty. I clicked on the git repo URL one and it is empty. So let me show that what I have done error. Go to jobs, go to configure. Okay, here I have clicked this. Okay, git, but I have never mentioned about any git repository or anything. Okay, so I'm changing into none. You can apply the changes, save, then again build. See, now it is successful. So now you can click on this. So you can see here many things who have started. Let's say I want to start it, or let's say some junior developer want to start this build. So you can check like who has started this build. Okay, how much time it took, the build duration. Okay, total time to complete the build. Okay, those things you can say. Then the console output, if you click, this is the where the outputs or the what the pipeline will be throwing the logs. Then you can check it here. As you can see here are many things are there, like started by the running as system. Okay, running as system means you're running in which environment. Okay, building in workspace, what like this is also means running in some Linux environment. No, this our Docker environment, that's inside that where the job will be present in our folders, where Jenkins format will be there. Then this is the output that we wanted. Okay, hello world that we wanted in our application. Hello world, it need to be printed. That's what we need. A simple hello world job. Okay, and at last it will show as success. So here we can copy the output. Let's say you are getting some error. Let's say we have got some errors in the build, like last build. So what we can do, we can copy it, we can send it to developers. Like let's say in our build stage we are getting some errors, you can copy those and can send to developer. Yeah, at this part of the build stage you are getting the error, and you can check on that. You can say like this to the developers. Okay, so yeah, this much about the jobs. Okay, the next part will be going through. Yeah, if before going, I'll be showing you this interface now. Okay, and now from here you can see like this. It's a job, like all the jobs that are running now. It will be showing in the in our dashboard. Like the success. This is weather. Like how it will give you the average of the what are the builds that you run. No, like if it is rainy means most of the builds are failed. If it is sunny like this, then your all builds are getting passed. Okay, so then it will be showing the name of the job and the last success job, last when the job was success, and when the last it was failed. Like first we have done no fail, in which build also it is getting the last fail. Okay, you can see it from here, like how what the last duration it taken for the success. So you can do it, check it from here. Then again also if you want to run that job, you can do it from here directly. Build a schedule. See, it will be getting changed also now to 3. See, now it is changed to third build, and it was done now 10 second ago. That's why it is showing 10 second. And now you can see it is light sunny weather. Okay, means here most of the builds are getting passed. That's what it is telling. Okay, so next in the phase you will be going through pipeline, and will be I'll be telling about the pipeline, how we'll be creating an pipeline and the different stages, and how we'll be doing practically taking from the Git hub and pushing the doing the test and doing the build and then pushing it to the different environments. Okay, thank you.